How often do you have to take things like antibiotics? Do you even know what antibiotics really are? It's right there built into the word anti against biotics, bacteria. So if you ever go to the doctor with a fungal or a viral infection and the doctor prescribes you a Z-Pak, which is a antibiotic, run away because your doctor's not really listening. This is against bacteria, not antifungal, not anti-mold, not antiviral, against bacteria. So if you have mold, fungus, virus, don't take antibiotic. Run away from those doctors. They're not paying attention. So let's talk about antibiotics some more because these are very commonly prescribed, and some people get prescribed antibiotics multiple times a month. Good Lord, I really feel for these people. They're very infected if that's the case. So antibiotics began pre-World War I. We discovered a mold called penicillin. This is the laws of nature, so it's survival of the fittest. If you put some penicillin with some lesser bacteria in an arena and have them battle it out like gladiators, penicillin was winning. And that's how it became our first antibiotic. And we used it heavily in World War I. So heavily that it started to lose against some of the more lion-like bacteria. There are bacteria stronger than mold. And so that's when we started coming up with amoxicillin instead of penicillin. These are derivatives of the original penicillin. Eventually we went synthetic. We no longer really use living molds. We now use synthetics. But the bottom line is the same. This is survival of the fittest. Is the thing that you're taking, the antibiotic, whether it a living mold or a synthetic like we commonly use today, is it strong enough to kill the bacteria? Because post-World War I, no, penicillin was not strong enough and people were beginning to have allergic reactions. So when we are dealing with bacteria that are stronger than the initial antibiotic, then we have the fittest. That antibiotic won't work against these, and these end up becoming the predominant strain. All the lesser bacteria dies. The antibiotic literally kills them all, and they're all dead. And all that remains are strains of bacteria that will resist the antibiotic. And so we have to come up with a new antibiotic, hence amoxicillin, hence the synthetic derivatives. Eventually, all of the old antibiotics become worthless and useless because due to survival of the fittest, we have only the strongest, only the most fit bacteria remaining. And so, unfortunately, our antibiotic use in this modern day and age is making bacteria stronger, and it makes us potentially get sicker. Why are some of the diseases that people experience today so chronic, so unheard of? Because we are literally training bacteria to become stronger and more poison resistant. Yes, there were absolutely horrific diseases in times past. Some of those diseases may have gone extinct because we may have literally killed them off with antibiotics. But in the meantime, evolution has allowed new ones to come about. And if you look really closely at the chronic illness sector of the world, you'll notice that a lot of these new illnesses, they don't kill us like certain things would kill us right away. Scarlet fever was deadly. MS is deadly, but not overnight. And I'm not saying MS is a bacteria, but it's just a disease that people are infected with, and it doesn't try to kill you overnight. These are new bacterias. There are new viruses, there are new molds, new funguses, and they're all developing because we want to live. And they're developing because they want to live too. The only way they can live is to survive our new technologies. So the more you know. Cheers.